What's going on, Cancer? And welcome to the Chariot Friends. Justin here, and I hope you're feeling fantastic today. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really does mean a lot to me, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So the purpose of this channel, for those of you who have Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, wherever Cancer, this one's for you. And I do tarot card spreads based off our ruler here, the good old Moon. And I'll talk about what sign she's in, what phase she's in, and when she's going void, of course, just all of those lunar shenanigans. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me. Never force a reading on a situation, and everything will be fantastic, Cancer. Now, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Cancer. And Cancer, first off, hope you had a great weekend. Happy Monday. But Cancer, the moon is going void, of course, today. And it's an interesting void, of course. It's not going to be super long, but she's going to be going void, of course, later this evening at about 6:29, and this is going to be Central Time. And she'll be entering she'll be moving from Virgo into Libra on the next day, Tuesday the 2nd, at about 1:08 in the morning. So we're looking at about a 6 hour and 39-minute void, of course, time there, Cancer. And with the void, of course, this is a great energy for just kind of getting in like your Zen space, Cancer, doing some meditation, any sort of like calming things, that just get your back in your Queen of Cups energy there. And it's really good for, just introspective work. But you may also notice too that any plans may be subject to, your plans may be subject to unexpected changes. And also people tend to be less likely to make a decision during this time. So definitely, kind of pay attention to this energy. You know what, Cancer? Little sidebar. I've definitely used the void, of course, as a means to, if someone was just like, hey, I need to make a decision right now, and it's just like, ooh, where especially those really long void, of course, times, I'm like, hey, sorry, you can hit me up on like Wednesday. So, work with the energies, Cancer. But with the moon, since the moon in Virgo is going to be the predominant energy of the day, we're going to talk about Virgo energy. And with the moon being in Virgo, this is a really cool placement for the moon. It's a little more analytical, because Virgo energy can be analytical, can be a bit of a perfectionist, but it's great energy for getting organized. So if you have any sort of like, what great energy, while we're, especially with the phase and the sign that we're in, if we want to get any details to figure out, what kind of growth we want to work on, or what are some big things we want to start working on towards after this, this full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio that's happening on the 5th, if we want to start setting some intentions now, writing that stuff down, thinking about those things, Virgo energy is perfect for that because they're very detail oriented, and it's fantastic for that, for getting organized. And this is just great energy too for if we maybe have fallen out of routine or just been wanting to get maybe some house things done or some tedious things done. Moon and Virgo energy is great for that. And then you couple that with the waxing gibbous phase, which is about clarifying your directions. And we're getting towards like the final stages before we get to the full moon here. And this is a great time for, if you've observed anything may not be working with your whatever improvement you set off during this last, at the start of the lunar cycle. This is the time to, do some readjusting, make some tweaks and fine tune anything that you need to. Because Cancer, I feel like I don't remember where I heard this. It was on like a commercial or something, but someone was just like, it takes about 20-ish days to develop like any kind of habit, good or bad, and for it to really stick. And I was just like, oh, so basically a lunar cycle. So, Cancer, that's basically what's going down here. If we notice any kind of things, let's just observe and adjust. And then last couple things. these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations. And then the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested there, Cancer. I love it. What great energy to work with on this Virgo. Cancer, you got the 8th card of Capricorn. Look at that. We're chilling at the library. Got the library card here, Cancer. You know what, Cancer? I was actually just thinking about going to the library. And this is a card of knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, pastime, archives, hidden documents, search, secrets, looking beneath the surface, author, reading, and writing. In Cancer, with this library card, what if we've just been wanting to, because you know how I'm a big fan, especially with Virgo being ruled by, Virgo energy, the dispositor of this planet is Mercury. Mercury is about how we think, how we communicate, process information. If we've been wanting to learn just anything, Cancer, a new language, a new, maybe just want to pick up a skill. Maybe you want to learn how to do home improvement stuff, do your own plumbing. I don't know, Cancer. Think big garden. This is great energy for that. And just even where the time that we're in right now, this is a great time to be investing in yourself. I really feel like too, just with, we're getting ready to have Pluto, and this is going to be more towards like the beginning of June, but with Pluto going back to Capricorn soon, great time of reflection, getting some inner knowledge and really just refining those skills. And Cancer, if there's something that just thinking, when this card comes up, I do like to bring this up about just with the author, the reading, the writing. If we have any sort of like, what great things, if you have any kind of skills that you've been wanting to like showcase, what a great what great thing to do to like really solidify your skills, then to maybe write some stuff about it, maybe write a blog about it, write a book about it, maybe do some kind of, maybe start a YouTube channel about it, or any sort of like vlog, or anything along those lines. I feel like this is great energy to not just learn stuff, but to, putting this stuff into application, really start creating things and manifesting stuff, and, filling this library. Think of this library card as, what information do you want to fill this with? You are a library, Cancer. What look in the archive, like this. Oh, how exciting, Cancer. That just changed the whole energy up. Let's get some tarot on this and see how we can work with this energy. That just got me pumped. I love it. That's how we start off a Monday, Cancer. Oh, another little sidebar, Cancer. I don't know if you know this, but this is the Mondays are ruled by the moon. So this is technically like our lucky day, Cancer. So just something make the most of this Mondays. I know most people are like, oh, Mondays, but we should be like, yes, Monday, new opportunities. What are we gonna be doing? Let's see what we got here. Maybe I'm bringing a little too much on, Cancer. Let's see what we have. I never bring you too much, Cancer. Of course not. We got the 4 of Wands here, 10 of Coins, and then you got King of Coins, Cancer. And you know what? Really, this is great energy. Just, I'm saying, where do I even want to start with all this abundance? With the 10 of Coins here, because the 10 of Coins, learning about yourself, investing in these skills, creating all this stuff, this is how we 10 of Pentacles. This is how we build towards that legacy, towards that foundation. Really just think of all the ways that you can grow. And you know what? I love that there's like a whole bunch of there's a bunch of animals around here, and kind of enjoying this, like this smorgasbord of over here. And this is like, the 10 of Coins is like, what does your legacy look like? How do we share in all of this, like with your family, your friends, all of these things. And this is just even thinking about Virgo energy. This even, because Virgo is very much a sign of like service, and of helping. And this could be even something too, it's just like, how can we take the knowledge that we know and just enrich others' lives too, because that's what King of Coins does. The King of Coins, he's actually Virgo's card. Virgo's card, I like to think of he rules the first 2 deacons of Virgo and the last deacon of Leo. So I like to think of him as like a Virgo with a Leo moon. And all that to say, Cancer, is when he's doing stuff, when he's bringing abundance, one, he's he's having fun. You know, he's enjoying himself, that Leo energy. But it gives him a chance to get to show the knowledge that he has. You know, the King of Coins is not the type that just like is just hoarding knowledge for knowledge's sake. He wants everyone to enjoy in this library here and enjoy the experiences that he's experienced and to add to their experiences too. Because when we grow together and build this legacy, it's not just us Cancer. You know, we have like a whole soul tribe. There are people that have shaped us, and you know, different unions that have formed, different contracts that are, and things that have come through, you know. But I really feel like that this can be a great, you know, this can be really start thinking about what ways we want to get to this King of Coins, get to this place of celebration, of abundance, of, you know, having all of the things that we want in life. And what's that journey look like? You know, what steps are we going to need to take? You know, what obstacles might be that may come up in this, and then let's get some skills, let's get some information about how we can overcome this stuff so that we can get these things to completion and get closer to our 10 of Pentacles. Because, you know, Cancer, we may not get to that dream 100%, but man, we're going to get close. And I really feel like too, just thinking with how I was talking about the fun energy with the King of Coins, making sure that we're enjoying the growth along the way, you know, because it's exciting, you know, when we're creating, when we're manifesting, when we're learning about ourselves and what we are capable of doing and what we can leave behind. And love this energy, Cancer. All right, Cancer. Yeah, great start. Let's see what are going to be some possible challenges when working with this energy. All right, Cancer. Let's see what we have here. Okay, interesting. All right, Cancer. So you have the Four of Swords, or excuse me, the Five of Swords, and then we have the Four of Cups. And you know, with this energy, Cancer, I feel like just when we think about the Five of Swords and we think about learning and how growth looks on ourselves compared to others, we don't want to look at others, because here's the thing, you know, sometimes when I think with the Five of Swords, when we think of like comparing our growth to others or how others seem to, you know, seeing some things come more naturally to others than maybe they do for us, but you know what I mean, Cancer? I feel like that sometimes that can get us in a place where it can deter us, you know, where it diminishes our self-confidence a little bit. In Cancer, if we're doing, let's say, you know, we're looking at, you want to be the next storm chaser, for example, but there's like 100 other storm chasers. And it's like, of course, you know, we all have, you know, there are going to be some crossovers in between, but the nice thing about you, Cancer, and all of us is that we're all unique. You know, we all have different experiences that have been added to this library. You know, everyone it's entirely different. We could live a block apart. We could be neighbors and we could be twins and have two absolutely different experiences. But that's the beauty of it. You know, I feel like instead of looking at these people as like comparisons for like, oh my gosh, like, you know, like to bring you down, look at them as like, maybe we can work with these people. Maybe we can learn something. We see some things that we like from them, some things we don't like, and how do we incorporate that? That's how we make things, you know, unique to us, Cancer. But I also feel like with this, well, before I jump over to this, you know, with this last thing with this energy, we want to, I really feel like as you're learning, you know, be open to exchanging this information with others and seeing where that leads, you know, just like, and I don't mean even just like in like a business, you know, but, you know, you might be, who knows, maybe you're starting up like a catering business, for example. You've been doing something on the side, or maybe you've just been cooking more in general, been working on like gourmet dishes for like yourself and the family. You invite some friends over, they're like, oh my gosh, I love this. But you know, who knows what kind of opportunities can come up from just like sharing this knowledge and things that you know and working with others. I feel like that instead of, because sometimes this card could be like also like a card of like when we're talking about the competition. I'm a big fan of, you know, like healthy competition, but it's like I feel like it's less about competition and more about like how can we push each other to grow as opposed to like who's the best. You know what I mean, Cancer? And I feel like when we focus at it from that aspect, you know, like how we're what skills do we have to bring to the table, to skills we have to bring to the table to help elevate this 10 of Pentacles so that everybody can get in this 10 of Pentacles, then life, I feel like can, you know, gets more exciting, because when we can get, if we get in like a defeated place where it's like, oh, well, I can't do this, you know, there are already so many people doing this, or, you know what I mean, Cancer, then that, like, it keeps us kind of trapped in like a bubble here, and it keeps it to where we close ourselves up to like the fullness that the 10 of coins and being in your king of coins energy can do. So just, and I hope that makes sense, Cancer, but really something to think about. You know, we've been wanting, like, while you're doing this, don't be afraid to learn things in general, but even when it comes to new stuff, you know, there's beauty in being a beginner, because, you know, if anything, learning from these people who have already been in this, you can skip a whole lot of steps. You can be like, oh, they really kind of effed up over here, you know, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean, Cancer. But yeah, more. All right, let's see what other conflicts that might happen with us, Cancer. What are other challenges that might come up? But you know, Cancer, the Five of Swords has been following you a couple times too. It's like, what, second or third time this has come through? So really, you know, let's try not to get in our heads, you know, if we've been comparing ourselves to others. Because that's, you know, it can be hard with, you know, how many people, just thinking with like, you know, for example, maybe with like YouTube, you know, we see where, you know, we're just starting off, maybe we're starting our Storm Chasers thing, and, you know, we already, our competition has like thousands, you know, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, but it's like, we're not focusing on getting their subscribers. You know, we're focusing on finding our own little group here, because there's going to be a different vibe that you're going to be bringing, Cancer. And you stick with it, you're going to find that soul tribe, those people that resonate with whatever energy that you're bringing, you know. Just something to think about if that's resonating with you. All right, Cancer. Last little bit here. Let's see if I can pick this up. You got the Three of Wands here. And, you know, with this Three of Wands, you know, I really feel like that this is, because I like this, how this little, what would you call this thing, a coyote? What would you call that? I'm sure that's, I gotta look up all these animals here. I might be a zoologist by the end of this, Cancer. But with this little critter, whatever, you see how he's digging these burrows here? That's where I feel like, you know, when it comes to learning more about yourself, Cancer, and learning more about what you want to do and what hobbies you want to pursue and what ways do you want to grow. Do we want to change our career? Do we want to add on a little side thing? Whatever. I feel like, you know, be curious, Cancer. You know, journey down and see what information lies beneath, you know, because you are a wellspring of abilities, and it really can, you know, who knows really, you know, when we explore these avenues about ourselves, you know, these things that unlock in us, I mean, it's unreal. So, you know, go explore the library, Cancer. It's more exciting thing. Libraries aren't as boring as you think, Cancer. Treasure trove of information. But let's get some advice from Mercury, since, you know, Mercury's all about the library. He's probably hanging out right now. Let's see what we got here, Cancer. Let's see, we got a first cup here. I love it. Love it. Okay, so you got the Six of Cups here, Cancer, and then you got the Ace of Cups here. And you know, Cancer, I really feel like with the Six of Cups, you know, this really is giving to me, and really, like, you know, if we just have any sort of like, how do I want to put this? If we have any sort of like artistic things that we do, if you paint on the side, maybe you do photography, you know, maybe we're storm chasing, maybe you're rock climbing, I don't know. But whatever it is that you're doing, you know, whatever things that you know, when you're making memories, I really feel like there's some kind of benefit with like sharing this stuff, you know, because you see how this oh, I thought about this the other day, Cancer. This might be a narwhal. That was not a narwhal, manatee. I don't think that's a manatee though. But I don't think that's a manatee. Nature my problem, Cancer. But you see how this critter is trapped in this, or like it has all this stuff in this igloo for him to just come to. I really just feel like that if there's something here that if we were to share some of these, like these abilities, these gifts, these hobbies, these interests that you have, Cancer, this love, these things that really fill up your cup. I really feel that there's something I feel like that there's an opportunity or something that can happen that can even have your cup overflow even more. Ace of Cups is like, it's just a wellspring of just like boundless, just love and listen. This really, Cancer, that's just really the vibe that I'm getting here. It's just like I really feel like you can bring some healing energy, not just even to yourself, but really for some others. Because the Six of Cups can also be like a card of nostalgia. And with all these changes that are happening, maybe we've noticed that some of the people around us might be kind of stuck in the past, or maybe just kind of stuck in a rut in general. And whom better, Cancer, than the nurturer to bring in some Ace of Cups and just be like, hey, let's try something different. Hey, let me fill up your cup a little bit. And like, here, try that. See what you think. Cancer, look at you. Let's get some more. Oh, this Cancer, great energy for him. You're really bringing it. Oh, well, that was a death card, Cancer. And this is nice. Hold on, Cancer. Oh, yeah? Okay. Keeping that one. Wow. Wow. Okay, Cancer. Let's switch back over so I can tell you what just happened here. You want to talk about a mad Cancer. So that just added a deep, you got the death card. Let me just tell you what's happened. You got the death card here and you got the judgment card. So we were just talking about this full moon in Scorpio coming up. That's on the 5th. That's when this is happening. And, Pluto rules over Scorpio. So Cancer, just do some soul searching. I just feel like that if you don't learn more about yourself, grow, embrace the change, embrace newness, and jump into things that resonate with you, with your heart. Because really, death card, judgment, those are powerful and the fact that they're together is powerful something amazing, really, Cancer, can really come from when we really invest in ourselves. I feel like you don't even understand what kind of King of Pentacles you're trying to become here. But really do some meditation, take this void of course time, and void of course times in the future, to just really think about what this next stage, because that's where the energy is moving, Cancer. There's been a lot of just like indications of just like a lot of judgment has been going around quite a bit. I'm starting to notice. So, be thinking about that, towers and deaths and judgments and things, what are these next, we're evolving, Cancer. There's a metamorphosis that is happening on like a global level. We're all coming into a new energy. So be thinking about that, be refining yourself, and just always be growing, Cancer. I love it. That's great energy, Cancer. If you like that, give it a thumbs up and let's get this energy circulating. And share this, Cancer, Because I'll tell you what, it's like, have you got that, or do you have that friend or that person, it's just like, man, you just have just boundless potential. You just tap into that a little bit more, explore that a little bit more. And if you know someone like that, Cancer, share this with them. Let's get Cancerians in their King of Coins energy. Because I tell you what, King of Coins really does help, not just himself when he focuses on these things that he loves, but it really can become a thing where you can spread Ace of Cups to the community, where everybody's cups overflow and everyone you meet and interact with, it's overflowing. So let's share this. Let's get Ace of Cups flowing around, and then subscribe, hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each day. I'm with it, and I'll get notified when you're releasing Ace of Cups. And then I'm on this app. I've been on this app for a number of years, but I'm on this app, Insight Timer. And I created a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a space to drop positive affirmations, uplifting messages. You know, while you're in the library getting all wise, Cancer, drop some enlightening messages. Let's raise that vibration. And then as the group grows, I want to do stuff for like the void, of course. Maybe do like meditations during this time with like the high priestess or something along those lines, Cancer. So yeah, definitely check that out, and that's in the description box. And then lastly, check your sun, your moon, your Cancer. What better things to research? Check your sun, your moon, your rising. Oh, I don't even know if I told you this, Cancer. In that aforementioned description box, I have a list of some apps that I personally like using. You know, when I'm looking through charts and astrology and things along those lines, just some quick little, and they're I enjoy them like thoroughly, but. You know, go check, learn this stuff about yourself, Cancer. Then come on over to my other channel, Alchemist 8. I do videos weekly there, different themes. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise card here so I can get you out of here. I was about to say, but if we were going to do another Empress Day, I was going to be. But you know what? I don't tell the Empress, but I think I might like this surprise card a little bit more, especially for this little pocket right here, Cancer, because you got the Star card. And I love this card because you see that's your potential. I don't know if you can really see that star, but that star is your potential in everyone. The whole animal kingdom is waiting to see what light that you're about to bring, Cancer. Let me shuffle for your oracle cards. But Cancer, the Star card, you know, this can be a card of healing as well. You know, so if there's some things that were, you know, this powerful, really, ascension that you got here, if there are some things that we've been wanting to heal from too, this is great energy for that. The Star card is like, you know, if you find yourself going through a tower moment, oh, how lovely. If you find yourself going through a tower moment or things, you know, or just got out of one, this is a time to heal from that. If we have some maybe past tower moments that we haven't healed from, work with this energy, Cancer. You got the calendula card here, which is like the card of purity. And I'll tell you what, it's ruled by the sun. And calendula I've worked with personally in the past, and calendula is a beautiful plant, and it gets your tea this nice little lovely color. Does really, not health advice, Cancer, but just a sidebar, does really great stuff for the guts, and you know, like really does really healing, great healing herb. So, but you know, Cancer, just like there's a little child on here, and I like that because it's like if we have any sort of like ideas, you know, things that we've even like old like childhood things, any childhood dreams maybe you've even been thinking about, you know, let's make this happen. I'll say a little last little bit here, Cancer, and I'll get you out of here. There was a period of time, like, you know, if you'd asked me, like, what was the first thing that I wanted to be when I was a kid, I wanted to be an astronaut. And, you know, now getting closer to the stars, but it's just like, you know, doing all this astrology things that's along those lines, you know, explore this stuff, Cancer. It may translate a little bit differently, but it still can happen. You know, never doubt your potential. And who knows, we're still aiming for the stars, you know, still dreaming, still aiming for the stars, Cancer, so... All right, I'm going to leave that there. But stay safe out there, Cancer, and then enjoy your lucky moon day, and you keep eyes on that waxing gibbous there, because she's getting fuller. And, you know, it's about to be a time of celebration, and you know, Cancer, just thinking with this card, this purity card, you know, take care of the body, because Virgo energy, you know, is very much about their healthy, you know, too. So make sure, you know, every now and again make sure staying hydrated, purify the body, you know, eating healthy foods and all that stuff. And not even just your foods, you know, just what you're listening to, your smell, all the stuff in your environment. And I will catch you on the next one tomorrow.